Day 16, Saturday. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Little Shop of Horrors. I feel like I've made that joke several times now, but it still makes me laugh. Okay, to the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. Castle, which castle? There are so many castles. To the east of the castle. East of the castle. Okay, so it's probably not this one because there's no river there. Okay, so there's a castle here with a river. Through the mountain pass. It grows at the edge of the wood. Okay, east of the castle, across the river. There's two rivers here. It grows at the edge of the wood. Maybe this, I guess, could be something. This, I guess, could also be something. East of the river, through the mountain pass. Would this be considered a mountain range or mountain pass? What other castles do we have? I think honestly it's just those three. So we got the Edge, Vermont Castle up here. I've already lost the other one. Here, Winchester Castle here, and then we got the Scissor Castle here. I'm butchering all of these names. I guess we're gonna give this one a try. So to the east, through the mountain pass, it goes at the edge of the river. Or get at the edge of the forest. I wish I could read. So I guess oh man, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. And of course, if we do find it, then that's great. If we don't find it and we desperately need it, I'll look it up again. I feel like I'm relying way too much on looking up stuff. That was it! Wow, what a lucky guess. Okay, the trees, I don't even remember what I clicked on. I think over here. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Oh, that's so cool. Can we put you up here with the rest of, like, our non-flowering babies? Okay, I keep these up here because those are for a potion. Really wish that I put those other ones for that other potion. Do we actually... Okay, so once we make it, we basically have it for forever. Oh man, I forgot about the Elixir of the Damned. I hope that person's wife is doing better. Okay, next, well, we're opening the shop, so first customer of the day, please. Oh, Verona, hello. It is time? The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual. Oh my gosh, I have no idea where the ritual site is. I forgot. I hope for all our sakes that you've been able to track down all the plants we need. I mean, we have some? Did we have a thing that was like, we need a lot of these plants? We're gonna die. We are gonna die. I don't know if we have all of the plants that we need. Half of the plants that we have are not even named. I'm like very quickly going through this Baylock. No, that's not it. I don't know. Honestly, I think we're gonna get a bad end for this. But I don't even know where the ritual site is. Black Home, maybe? Oh my god, I hope she takes us there. Next customer. Oh, okay, we must act before it's too late. Gather the plants and meet me at the ritual site? Which plants? I must go to the ritual site and deal with the servant. Okay. I guess it's the Black Comb? No, that's not it. Where? Please. Where's the ritual site? I'm gonna have to look it up because I have absolutely no idea where the ritual site is. Okay, so I was looking at my walkthrough. As I said, it's just a regular, like, you can Google horticulture walkthrough and you can get it. So they said that we need to bring these, so I don't want us to die. So I'm cheating here. Very, very bad gamer move of me. But I desperately need help in this game. I'm very bad at this game. So first is the corpse's friend, a reminder, which is Devil's Nightcap. See, my memory is so bad, like I don't even remember what half of these look like. Devil's Nightcap. Do we even have this? This plant is known This is that word that I always have a problem with as well. It has a light pleasant scent. Do we have this? I don't know. We've never actually used it, I don't think. Do we have Devil's Nightcap? Hold on. Okay, so it says that the one that we need is this one. Is this Devil's Nightcap? Yes. Yes. If you even look at the leaves, like the leaves are pretty much a dead giveaway. It's got like that texture. So let's put this aside here because I'm gonna forget. So that's Devil's Nightcap. Can we actually label? Can we label this? Oh, okay, cool. Devil's Nightcap. Nightcap? That's Devil's Nightcap. Okay, then the next one that we need, I don't understand why I'm closing the book. The ankle grabber, the binder, which I know for sure that we have. Wait a minute. No, I mean we just got it. It's this one. And I know that because I'm looking at the guide. But like, I recognize that name from something else. So okay, I'm getting a little too excited here. This one is the snare. No, not sheep snap. Snare. Swift snare. Yes, it's this one. So let's label that as well. Swift snare. Okay. Third is the fear bringer. The fear bringer. That doesn't sound like anything. Oh no, we do have it. Purple. Was it purple? No, it's like almost burgundy. Why? Wait, do we actually have this one? There's a part of me that's saying yes, but there's also a part of me that cannot see it here. So, I mean, clearly if we don't see it here, then we don't have it, right? Okay, well, another one that we need is this one, the long vercunda, the fourth to lift a curse. So we definitely need this one. This one's already labeled. So we have that one. And then the last one that we need is Elastopetal to secure Black Blood's reverse, which is this one, the Elderfinium. Really? Oh yeah. Causes the blood to turn black. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. The petals of this flower are brewed to reverse Dendra's miasma. So Black Blood's reverse. Okay. So, wait, is this the one that we need right here? Somewhat dark. Yeah, this is the one that we need. Okay. And this one is Widow's Woe, which is Fearbringer. I'm actually impressed that I have all the plants. I just didn't know what they were. Said to induce Fearbringer. So it's this one. Can we? Oh, we're already at the end. Okay. So let's put that. Widows. Wow. I actually didn't think that we had all of the plants. So first is the corpse's friend, Devil's Nightcap. The ankle binder, which is Swift Snare. The third is the Fearbringer, which is Widow's Woe. The fourth is to lift a curse, which is Long Verund. Why? I've been playing this game for like how long now, and I still don't know how to say this. Verukund. Long Verukund? I'm awful. And then the last is a petal to secure Black Blood's reverse. Okay, so the ritual site is at 09. I like how even the guide is like, if you haven't been there before, you just forgot. Like, thank you for helping me. So it's, oh my goodness gracious, easy. It's here. Oh, you know what? That really makes sense. Like right in the middle. Okay. Right in the middle. Yes. Okay. A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. The music is pretty epic too. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. Okay. That one. Does it matter what order we put it in? I couldn't remember order for a second. Like, this is, I'm having a day. Well done. I will take it from here. Stand back. Oh, I stand back. I thought she was still talking. I stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up. In reality, it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. We have the wrong plants. Oh, Ruben is here. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A loud noise behind us makes us all jump. Turning around, I see something that makes my blood run cold. The woman in the jade mask is walking calmly and slowly towards us from the other side of the clearing. Behind her, standing tall and terrifying, is a silhouette. The black silhouette of the servant. Oh god. It's even worse than I was picturing it. There's something about that face that's like, it's like nightmare fuel right there. And it's so big. She's so tiny compared to it. My gosh. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I am here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to. Ah! Oh no. The creature lunges forward and brings a huge arm scything towards her. Her screams pierce the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down, and the beast's claw ends up embedded in the dirt instead of the woman's back. What? I can't hold back much longer. You need this. Oh, she throws a small vial of red liquid, which Ruben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Is that her blood? Yeah, blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona grabs the vial and fumbles to get the stopper out as she turns back to the shrine. The servant has its huge arm free again, and it slowly advances with strange jerking movements. Oh, so like kind of like how they have in those horror movies where the monsters move very jerkily and it looks like their bones are all broken. Verona pours the blood into a small cavity in the shrine, and everything seems to happen at once. A pillar of bright light launches out of the shrine towards the servant and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, drowning at the screams of the woman in the jade mask, who is clutching her head and writhing in agony on the ground. There's an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood just moments before. My head is spinning at what has just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Oh man. Friday. When the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I've been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. Okay, so it's been some time. That happened very quickly. It was a little anticlimactic. We were fortunate that Thea was able to stay in control of the beast for as long as she did. Who can say what would have happened if she was unable to prevent it causing the destruction it craved? Undemir has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the woman who summoned the servant. I promised Ruben that I would leave it to him to unravel that mess. She is his daughter, after all. Yeah, I called it. I knew it. And for myself, well, I'm in the back of the comm of strange horticulture, of course, with hellebore for company. It's quieter around here, but I am content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. Oh man, that was so fun. Okay, hold on. The sleeping. The end. Ending 2. El Definium. Oh, okay. Okay. So, everyone is... Oh, he was wounded. No. Okay. In hiding. Why is she... Oh, she's the woman in the jade mask. Okay, so we can see her face now. Okay. The sleeping dender, it is done. The server can go back to being a dark story for dusty shelves. We have the second ending, of course. Everyone is alive. Reuben Ward, the investigator, attempting to reconnect with his daughter. Verona Green, the occult scholar, she regularly visits you for advice. You have become firm friends. That's sweet. I like that. Bethany Coleman, the sister from the Witches' Covenant. In your debt, your actions helped save the sisterhood. Very good. Faye Swift, the psychic. She has not dreamed of the servant since you performed the ritual. That's good. That's good. Enos is in hiding. Oh, he was the rude guy kicking dogs. Okay, good. Good for you. Good that you're in hiding. He's not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors he is living in Rydale Cave once again. The cultist. Okay. I didn't put 2 and 2 together that he was the leader of the cult. Okay. I guess that makes sense because he was a rude dude to begin with. He's wounded. So I think maybe ending number 1 is everybody is good. Because I feel like he could probably... I feel like we didn't help him enough. Both his body and his pride have been damaged, but he lives. So I'm wondering if maybe in like the first ending, he is also like alive and good to go for the next hunt. So Thea Ward is in hiding. She is the woman in the jade mask. Ashamed of her actions that caused so much pain and death, it is unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. I wonder if there's a way that we could save her too. And then Isidore. Wait. Oh, no. Okay, Isidore. Isidore the barrister was the one kicking dogs. And then Enos, we only saw him like 1 or 2 times. He was the one. Okay, so they're not the same person. I don't know why I thought. Oh, because they look so similar. Look at their faces. The only difference between them is like these mutton chops. They look very similar. Okay, Currently pursuing legal action against us? Excuse me, we just kind of saved your life, my dude. That's rude. He is also rude, dude. That was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I'm not very good at this game, but, earlier. But I still had a really good time. Oh, there's more. Okay, so we still have quite a few plants. Have you heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Man from Ravenglass. So we gotta go to Ravenglass. I don't think we've ever been there before. Here it is. Okay, I am met by a man with a thick black beard and kind eyes who is delighted to have found a willing ear to listen to his stories. Oh, too far. You won't find the Monastery of the Black Veil marked on any map. They don't want to be found. The monastery was on the edge of a wood, I remember that much. We must have been heading west because I could feel the sun on my face and it was evening. We crossed 2 rivers. Oh my goodness gracious, he's gonna send me on a wild goose hunt. We crossed 2 rivers. Then we followed a river for a while. I could hear it to my left as we traveled. They left me here in Ravenglass, and I've stayed here ever since. As I turned to leave, he adds here, if you're serious about going, you'd better have this. Oh, hold on. Elixir of the Black Veil. No seed will grow that does not wither. No water will languish upon the river. No man will last forever hail. We all will wear the blackened veil. Is that kind of like the black veil that you wear for funerals? Interesting. Leaf of the Storian? Black flower of the tomb. We don't even have that yet. Stench of the twilight. Okay, you won't. Oh, this is his directions. Okay. Do we should put this in the archive. We got so many papers, my goodness gracious. I wonder what this will do. You will not find them. Okay. Let's have a look. Where is this gonna take us? Where are we gonna get lost? The monastery was on the edge of a wood. I remember that much. Because, okay, this is the monastery of the Black Veil. We were heading west. So it's somewhere, you know, it could be because he could have started all the way over here. We crossed 2 rivers. What 2 rivers are like pretty close together? We got these 2. So it could maybe be down over here. Could be these 2. This is a 3rd river, so maybe there's no really forest over here. So maybe it's down here. That doesn't make any. Oh no, wait. The ritual was over here. We followed the river for a while. Okay, so my thing says that first we have to make the brew and then we can go there. But I don't know if we actually have the plants. Which means I'll have to go and find them. Storian. The dark red fruit should not be in. Let me put this away. We got a lot going on here. And I put the book away. Great. Okay. Dark red fruits. We are looking at this one. Excuse me. Can I? We have so much stuff. Okay. I guess we could put these down here for now. Cleanliness doesn't really matter anymore because we're pretty much at the end of the game. So honestly, like, I know my color scheme is bothering me as well, but it's like, whatever. Whatever. I enjoyed this game quite a lot, but I'm at the point where I think I'm ready to move on. So we need these 3 plants. And what we need is this. Easy. We need the Storian, which is this one. We need Thum, which is this one. And then we need Twilight Lepota, if that's how you say it. I mean, this is not 100% completionist guide, but I'm just curious. New elixir acquired. What does it do? Dark. That's lovely. All right. So then the monastery is at I-12. I was pretty far off because I was looking. It's a completely different area. 3. Okay, cool. 3 figures. Their faces hidden behind black coverings come out to meet me. The figure on the left speaks first. The monks of the Black Veil know of the Horticultist. Oh, I'm famous! Fantastic! Then the one in the center of the group adds, they will share their knowledge if they receive the payment. The final member of the trio stays quiet. Elixir of the Black Veil. Well, a lot of book entries. The 3rd member of the trio accepts the elixir and together they disappear into the monastery. Sometime later, they return with a stack of parchment. Stack is accurate. Oh, new plants. Well, not new plants, but like new entries. Poliscus? The poliscus flower is crushed into a paste to cure coughs and sore throats. This author can attest that the supposed cure does not work. Oh no! Okay, well, it's not like I could have read all of those anyways. And there's this. Does this kind of, I don't know what this would line up with. Do we want to crack this as well? There's so much stuff I gotta do, guys. X marks the spot for N28. This is N. This is 28. Yes. Nothing here. I think I keep clicking on the wrong spot, or maybe it just doesn't love me. I think either way, I'm gonna go ahead and call this episode here, guys. I enjoyed this game a lot. Earlier, really? Okay, yeah, she's just gonna... It's not gonna... It's just for completionist's sake. I mean, I care about these plants, but now that we've vanquished the evil, like, I'm good. So I think what I'm gonna do, guys, is call this episode here, call this series here. I think it was a success. I had a good time playing. It was a lot of fun. Puzzles and stuff like that are really, I don't want to say really challenging for me, but I did need a lot of help towards the end. It's just because I kept forgetting stuff, honestly. But thank you so much for joining me for this series. I hope that you had a good time. I know I did. So if you liked it, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, go ahead and throw those down below. And if you want to join me for the next series that we hop into, go ahead and hit subscribe so you get a notification on when the next episode comes out. But until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye!